Five months ago, I left my full-time job. 7 weeks ago, I moved to Bali. And 7 days ago, I relaunched my brand Vurtual. Holy shit, 2025. Talk about a year of expansion and transformation and hardship and difficulty and fear and doubt and not knowing what you're doing. All of this had to exist and conspire to be in this position right here, right now, in this beautiful villa that I get to call home, that gives me the creativity, the energy, the passion to transmit this message to you. Go all in on yourself right now. What's holding you back? What are the blockages? That has been the work that I've focused on all year. What are the limiting beliefs from me believing that I can't go out on my own without another company paying me bi-weekly to survive? And not just survive, I'm so tired of the survival, to thrive. Create a life that you love living. That's better than success, that's better than money, that's better than followers. To say that you love your life, what's more important than this experience as a human? Why are we here? Just to go through the motions and follow a path that someone else created for me? To live out a vision that's another content creator's or another celebrity? No. There's another way. There's another way. And 2025 is teaching us that we cannot rely on government, school systems, technology, all these different structures that have been built that we've been taught to believe and conditioned to believe. It's our safety net, it's our security. No. Deep down, you know you're meant for something bigger. Deep down within you, you know there's this burning desire for more. There's gotta be more to this 9 to 5 and the weekends going out and drinking. There's gotta be more than me getting 2 weeks of vacation time just to go spend somewhere and come back to work feeling worse than when I left. What if that could be your life? What if your life could be a vacation? What if your life could be doing the things that you love every single day? And not just the one thing, all of it. I'll use myself as an example, as a DJ and a content creator, waking up, meditating, getting in touch with my body, recording some music, recording a video like this, connecting with other like-minded individuals that are also on a mission to change the world, also on a mission to uplift the world, hosting events, hosting retreats, buying physical locations for other people to transform, working with people one-on-one to create a safe space for them to realize their truth, their power, their transformation. There is no limitation on the life that you can create. The only limitation exists here and in the relationships that you have and in the environment that you're in. That's what's keeping you stuck. To create change, you gotta make change. It's simple. But I get what's holding you back because I've lived it for so long. But know that it's all been a part of your journey. The job that you hated, the relationship that was toxic, the fear that you had to post the song, the fear and doubt that you had to put yourself out there. Every single moment has brought you here to finally be like, what the heck? They're doing it. What makes them different from me? I'm gonna go and do it too. Even if I look stupid, even if I feel dumb, go and do the thing. It's that exact feeling that is the indicator that you should exactly be doing this thing. Like I said, it's been 7 days since I relaunched Vurtual. our one-on-one coaching program, Portal Sessions, for those that are ready to awaken, to break out of the current box that they're in and create a life that they love. What I like to say, heaven on earth, with 100% exists, because I'm living it every single day. But heaven on earth doesn't just mean only good. There is a dichotomy to life, the yin and the yang, the light and the dark. You can't have one without the other, but the light always will outshine the darkness. And in these 7 days, as you can imagine, as you're launching something new, launching was, it's taken me years to get to this point. I didn't fully know that coaching was going to be the path, but it's something I've been doing naturally for my friends, my family, my community, just through conversation. And when I look at coaching, I'm not telling people what to do and who they should be. It's listening. Just being a mirror. Bro, you're dope. Sister, you're doing the thing already. You already are a community leader. You already are an amazing artist. You already are a phenomenal technologist and founder. You just got to go to the depths within yourself and pull out the gunk to make space for you to know that and live that. And of course, like I've experienced this week, there's going to be moments of doubt. There's going to be moments of, am I going to make it? Is this going to create the financial abundance that I need to live and survive in a place like this? If I'll be completely honest, I'm under pressure. I've been under pressure since I left my job. Before, dream job, comfort, stability, paychecks consistently, but now I'm out on my own. But you know what? I fucking love it because there's a freedom that you can't get anywhere else. You're relying on yourself, your gifts, your community, the universe, something so much bigger than yourself to create a life that you truly love, that you want to share with other people. And that's not easy. It's not easy to make that leap, but it's necessary. And you know deep down it's necessary. If not now, then when? Are you going to wait and have a life of regret? Or are you going to be able to tell stories to your children and your grandchildren and your friends about all the adventures that you had and all the bravery that you instilled within yourself because you didn't want to play small. You didn't want to live by their system. In fact, you broke out of that shit and you created your own. Now that's fucking dope. And that's what we need more of. Because this world at times can feel sad, can feel dark, can feel small, can feel lonely, can feel empty. I feel that way too sometimes. Once again, that's what makes us human. It's not weird. It's not something that's not supposed to happen. It's the fuel to your fire to make shit happen, to launch. And I want to share in these past 7 days, just some moments. You know, we've launched Portal Sessions. I'm head over heels about it. I'm really proud of myself. Someone actually asked me, how do you define success in a launch? And I just said to him, the fact that I launched, bro, that's more than enough. That's the hump that people are using as a blockade to be the person they know they can become. And I've been in sales, business development, 7 years now up to this point. Super passionate about content creation, DJing. I've had my hands in so many different industries, networked with people all around the world. All of my experiences have gotten me to this point. I'm not worried about creating the systems. That is something I've been doing for years. And that's something when you step into entrepreneurship or you step into your new path, you'll reflect on and be grateful for is every experience that's gotten you to this point has been exactly what you needed to be the leader that you are now. But that doubt has creeped in. I've got about 2.5 months left of runway. here in Bali. And of course, when I'm ungrounded and I'm disconnected from myself, you have that fear. Am I gonna have to go home? Am I gonna have to rely on other people for money? Am I gonna have to go stay at a hostel maybe and cut back? What you have to cultivate is the belief that every single step on your journey to where you're at now, every single step that's brought me here, the breadcrumbs that I've followed, wasn't for me to go down. And it's not going down. I'm here to expand. I'm here to quantum leap. I'm here to show other people that they can do hard things even when it's not comfortable, because it's outside the comfort zone that creates the magic. But I think it's important to be real with other people. I've had to rely on credit cards. I got a smaller investment from my parents. But everything, the debt that I have, it's not debt. It's an investment in myself, betting on myself. Because a few months from now, I'll be able to pay that off completely. 15K a month, 20K a month. And I'm not here to tell you, oh, I can make you do that quickly. Tired of seeing that content. That's not what it's about. It's not about the speed. It's about the impact. Right? But that's been challenging. That's been challenging to sit with. And this week has been such a massive reminder for me that my presence is my greatest asset. If I'm not connected to myself, if I'm not in tune with my body, if I'm not practicing mindfulness, dropping into my heart, there is no way in hell my future clients, my future community are going to want to come work with Vurtual, come work with me as an individual. No. They'll feel the pressure. They'll feel the fear and the doubt. When you get into a frequency of love, that's what people are attracted to. People feel that energy. It's not something you can cheat. That's not something that you can fake. Energy isn't 3D. It's something that you can feel. And so for me, I started a challenge on Sunday. Every single day, it's a requirement for me to do the mindfulness. I've got a massage chair here, which has been epic, to do the breath work, to do the journaling, and I've added on to the money mindset. What is your relationship with money? Lewis Howes and Jay Shetty did an amazing podcast around money mindset, and I'll link it to this video. In a question that Lewis asked Jay that he did with a client, if money walked into the bar, how would you treat it? And this girl replied, I would ignore it. I'd act like it doesn't exist. I'd talk shit about it behind its back. But I would act like I'm friends with it just to receive money. But then I would abandon it after. And that kind of triggered me when I heard that. Because my relationship with money could be so much stronger. And I'm committed every single day to changing that. We're scared to look at our bank account. That's not creating a good relationship with it. That's saying, oh, I'm scared of this unless I have it. You're telling the universe that you're not ready to receive. But you are. You 100% are. And these are the small things that I'm doing on a day-to-day, especially now that I've launched. It feels like I've had to rise up completely different as a human. I've grown drastically in these past 7 days because I'm the one that has to attract the clients. I'm the one that's going to be doing the outreach. I'm the one that's going to be creating the content until I can start calling in other beautiful souls to work with me on this team and this movement. It starts with me. But I don't need to work 8-hour days and 12-hour days. What's the 1 to 3 things every single day that I can do to move Vurtual forward? Like these videos, speaking in my truth, being honest, the meditation and the grounding practices, the outreach, watching other videos from other entrepreneurs that are inspiring, listening to content like discipline videos to get into that mindset. But I look back and I'm just proud of myself. I had my first session on Tuesday with a friend. Well, actually, we didn't even know each other until last Sunday when we did a discovery call. And his name's Dylan. He's an artist, musician, a community leader, an overall beautiful soul, a great human. And in that first 15-minute call, he was like, man, this already feels like enough. And I was so grateful for his mirroring back to me. I'm not doing anything special in these sessions. I'm just being honest with people, helping them work through limiting beliefs. And that weekend, Dylan went to 4 different events. He was like, I got to get outside. He'd been struggling with different health conditions. He's going through different surgeries, but he's not letting that hold him back from becoming the man he wants to become, from becoming the man he already is and embodying it. And I left that next conversation. We did a 60-minute conversation. He was one of my first clients for free. And man, we did a beautiful meditation and we stuck in. I gave him the space to talk about what's been mulling on his mind, what's been challenging for him. And we worked through those limiting beliefs. And that next day, he went and did his first open mic. He'd never performed before. But that space I created for him gave him the confidence in himself. If Remy sees me in this way, why don't I see myself in that way? Sometimes that's all it takes. Is just one conversation, or to have a friend or a space that's going to be alongside you the whole way. And I left that conversation lit up. And they say, follow your highest excitement. Your excitement is what's going to create and magnetize the abundance. I knew after that call, I knew during that call, this is exactly where I should be right now. Guiding souls, supporting souls, being a leader, being a space holder for others to realize and remember who they are. That's all it is. It's remembrance. But maybe you don't have the friends, the relationships, the community, the environment, the energy, the people that are mirroring that back to you. And of course, an invitation. If you're seeking that, I'd love to be that person for you. I'd love to connect and create that space. It's exactly what Portal Sessions is. The way you enter the session is not how you'll leave. You'll leave more evolved. You'll leave more connected. You'll leave more in your truth, more embodied in your essence. But I think it's important, like I said, to be raw, to be vulnerable. It's been difficult. I felt the fear. I felt the doubt. But as long as I continue to believe in myself and I take aligned action daily, the small wins will become big wins. Right? I had a beautiful conversation with a friend today, Lauren, just through text. I was laying in bed. I didn't want to get up. I had some candy last night that really messed with the energy of my body because I was feeling. And I felt like I needed to have some sort of dopamine, right? Being a human, as we all are. And I woke up today just feeling groggy. And she had posted an amazing post on LinkedIn about breaking free from what others' expectations are of what entrepreneurship looks like, of having a routine, of always being on, but actually giving yourself the time, the space to slow down, to have a day where you do have some ice cream, to have a day where you don't do any work at all, where you connect to community, where you maybe watch some Netflix. It's a balance. Not saying do it all the time. You know what feels right in your body, but it's a balance. But it was that exact conversation that got me out of bed. Her belief. She's like, Remy, I know you. I've seen others paths. Some people quit, but I know you. You're going to continue to go. Thank you, Lauren. I love you. I appreciate you. You're an amazing friend. And then down the way, my neighbor Ash, he's a former champion boxer from the UK, author, coach. Of course, the universe aligned me to another beautiful soul that's on a similar path, someone that's building an empire, building a movement. We had our conversation just about personal development and creating a better connection to self and being a vessel, right? This message I'm transmitting to you isn't me saying these words. Before I even jumped on this video, I asked the universe, I prayed to it, allow whatever message you want me to share with this audience to come through. Just not about me. It's about creating that inspiration. Maybe some of these words have hit you where you needed to be hit, to get off the couch, to get out of bed, to launch the newsletter, to post that song. That's what this is about. It's helping other people get out of that comfort, to create a life they never knew was possible. But dreams aren't meant to stay as dreams, are they? They're meant to become a reality. They're meant to become your embodiment, your everyday, to become bigger and more beautiful and more aligned and more loving, to attract and radiate the coolest people ever that light you up, that mirror back to your truth, your purpose. So I'm grateful for Lauren and Ash. I'm grateful for the individuals that are showing interest in doing a session, and being a part of this journey, seeing that virtual is not a business, it's a movement. The world needs this right now. The world needs more love and light. We start at the individual level, we move into the group level and community and retreats and events. But right now it's one-on-one. If I can help one person, it's beautiful. Whether it's through a post or a session or me being vulnerable and sharing my own story, it's beautiful. That's what gets me excited. That's when I know I'm doing the right things. So it's 7 days in. I'm just getting started. I could not be more honored to be on this path. I could not be more honored, more grateful. It's exactly where I'm supposed to be. It's got to believe in yourself. Celebrate the small wins. I haven't generated any revenue yet, but I know it's inevitable to, because I'm showing up every day. I'm living in honesty and integrity, living from my truth, reaching out to people that I feel would benefit. It's an invitation. I'm not selling you something. I just believe other people could benefit from a safe space, from more love, guidance, like-minded people and community. I know people can because I have my whole life. But it's up to you to say yes. It's up to you to feel if it is the right moment. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of this journey, this transformation, the journey to the oasis of virtual. It's just the beginning. And as always, if you feel that call, don't wait. Shoot me a message. Book a 15-minute discovery call. At the very least, come and see if this is something that you could benefit from. There's no pressure here. It's a safe space. This is a very personal journey. I get it. Choose someone that's also done the work. Choose someone that's also faced their fears, their pain, their darkness. I'm not above you. I'm not below you. I'm beside you. We're creating a new earth, one that's filled with more love and peace together. This is a movement that's happening across the globe. Thank you for tuning in. Please take a moment to like, subscribe. It means a lot to us and everything that we're doing. And I love you. Keep going. You got this. I believe in you.